pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow,
throwing on first down is Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, flush to his right. Finds his running back, James Conner. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on.
The blocks is set up in front of him, and if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42. On first down at Stanford. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Hey, Haywood!
To throw is Stanford. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On first down, Stanford here. And this one caught by Beasley. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. It's a give to Freeman running right. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. On third down, Devontae Freeman. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's 4th down. Now Matt Bryant, who spent 4 seasons in a Buccaneer uniform. From the left hash, this from 37. The kick by Bryant is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances.
Oh, he's going to take this out of the back of the end zone. And that's going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
250.
On 3rd down. It's Freeman. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Freeman. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's caught by Beasley. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. No room to be had there on the first down run, as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Running right, this is Freeman. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. They'll run it. Freeman. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now a first down throw. Stafford. James has got it. Complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 25-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. To the air again, Stafford. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
11.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Mahomes in the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. He's going to float this over the middle, deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Stafford gets it off to Freeman. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Stafford now. Only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Stafford. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 26 and a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody from running down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Yeah. Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Got an open man, it's a noon one. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now Stafford. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Stafford. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense. So the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Clay Matthews in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Saints on 4th down last year, 13 of 16, second best in the league, and they'll try it here. Here's Stafford, and the pressure gets to him again. Lorenzo Alexander, and the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to...
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30. 10. 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. James Conner, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Miles Sanders, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Yellow.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 27, Mahomes. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Samson Abukum. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter? Right. It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Back now in Tampa. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. Freeman again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Play action. Stafford. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I think when they get back in the huddle, the question will be, why did you throw that one? The coverage was incredible all over him. The only thing he didn't do after he caught the ball as a defender was get his feet in bounds. That should have been a turnover.
A 43-yard attempt.
And Bryant's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Joe Schobert coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing on second and long. Mahomes, and he's going to go down again. Nick Bosa in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Throwing now is Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Nick Bosa in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. And it's taken in at the 9. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Clay Matthews, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And an alley to run. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Now that turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target. Third down here. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times.
There, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing.
And he's going to be brought down. back at his own 6-yard line. Nick Bosa in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
57's right. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. Yellow. Check.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Quincy Enunwa, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Mahomes now to throw. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he's got this down to the 35. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Let him know.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Hey, let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there, but it's going to be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
One final try for Mahomes. It's complete to Snead. They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you've got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Tampa.